Hey there, Jonathan Van Kloot from ToolTrainer.com here, and I wanted to discuss some things that have been going on recently in the affiliate marketing world. Specifically for those who are heavy users of Google AdWords. You probably have already heard in the last week or so that there's been an absolutely massive new wave of bannings. Certainly not the first wave. I mean, it seems to me that Google has been on a real rampage recently in terms of banning affiliates. Just what that means precisely is anybody's guess. But nobody can argue that they are definitely shutting people down left and right. And it's not just the people, I mean, everybody knows they're going after the people that are doing the scammy rebills and all that kind of thing. But it's not just those people. I know people who have gotten their accounts shut down when they've never done anything but promote, decent quality ClickBank products, for example. So it's not just the really sketchy people, and it's all spend levels. I know people that spend a few $100s a month that have been banned, and I know people that spend several $1,000s a day that have been banned. So there doesn't seem to be any real pattern to it other than everybody's an affiliate. So take from that what you will. But the most important thing to keep in mind about all of this is something that actually I really first heard Gohar Chaudhry kind of championing 2 years ago. He was really emphatic that absolutely positively you should never allow any one traffic source to be the majority of your traffic. And he was specifically referring to Google because that's what everybody focuses on. Everybody just gets all their traffic from Google. And the problem with that, as many people have unfortunately learned recently, is that Google can sneeze and you're out of business. And we saw this happen. This isn't new. I mean, this happened 5 years ago with the AdSense people. The made for AdSense site builders, and I was one of them. Don't get me wrong, I was one. Although I missed the real lucrative part of that ride. But they saw their businesses destroyed overnight because they were 100% dependent upon Google, both to send them traffic and to pay them. And that's just a bad idea in all counts. So bottom line is, if you haven't been banned yet, if you still have an AdWords account and it's still working and you're still using it, just know that you're on the radar. It's probably just a question of time. So what you really need to ask yourself is, what percentage of my traffic comes from Google? And if it's anything more than probably about 20%, then I would be really concerned. Because, do the numbers, figure the math, and find out what would happen if your business were suddenly shaved of, say, 45-50% of its volume. What would that do to you? So it's something to consider really, really carefully, because it's a real problem. Now, fortunately, the solution to this problem is to get other traffic sources, right? Don't be so dependent upon one, and especially don't be so dependent upon Google when they've proven that they are kind of out to shut down affiliates. So, I talked a lot about the fact that going on almost 2 years ago, I abandoned PPC. Since then, I've come back a little tiny bit, but really for the majority of it, I just don't touch PPC anymore, because I found something that just for me was working so much better and didn't have any of the headaches or hoops to jump through that PPC was having, especially with Google, and that was PPV traffic. And of course, by now everybody and their brother's probably heard about PPV traffic, and the secret is out, and there's everybody selling courses about it and all this kind of thing. But there still is only one course on the subject of PPV that, in my opinion, is thorough and covers all the different things that you actually need to know in order to be successful with PPV. There's a lot of these thin ebooks that have been coming out. And, they have a few good tips and a few good ideas and things like that. But in my opinion, for the most part, they're more likely to get you in trouble than anything else. Because if you don't know what you're doing, you don't really know what you're doing with PPV, you can get badly burnt. You can lose a ton of money really fast. So it's very powerful, but you need to know what you're doing. Now, Gohar Chaudhry's PPVFormula course has only been open a couple of times, and in fact, it's only been open to the public once. It was normally only open to his pay-per-click formula customers. He opened it to the public at large some months back, and I believe he sold out the entire run in a couple of hours. And he is opening it once more. And he hasn't told me this or anything, so don't quote me on this, but kind of reading between the lines, I have a feeling this might be the last time, like ever, for him opening this up. He's his primary focus, his primary business is in driving traffic. It's not in selling courses. But he's had so many people contacting him that missed out on the last run because he limited it to whatever it was, 200 or 300 copies, and they sold out. And he's had so many people want it that he's decided, okay, I'm going to go ahead and open my doors one more time, but this is it for real. So, tomorrow, that is December 12th, at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, 6 a.m. Pacific Time, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, Goher is opening the doors to his pay-per-view formula course. You can get it at PPVFormula.com, PPVFormula.com. And I strongly urge you to look seriously at this as a way to get other traffic sources that, even though they've gotten competitive and there's all these courses about it, almost nobody knows how to really use them. There's very few people using them correctly. And Goher's course is the only place you're going to learn how to use them correctly, in my opinion, other than trial and error. You can figure it out on your own if you don't mind spending tens of thousands of dollars on traffic to figure it out. No problem. You can definitely do it. It's just going to take you a long time and cost you a lot of money. So anyway, I have a bonus package that I put together last time for PPV Formula, and I'm going to go ahead and make it available again this time. So if you are interested in alternate traffic sources and don't want to be so dependent upon Google, and you would like to get what I think is the absolute hands-down best bonus package that there is for PPV Formula, and there's only, I think, like four or five affiliates even promoting it. It's a very private, exclusive kind of thing. I urge you to check this out. Check out my bonuses, and join PPV Formula, and join the forums, get active, ask questions, participate, and get yourself, weaned off of Google. Don't be so dependent upon Google or upon any one source. You've got to diversify and get some other sources. So that's all I wanted to share for right now. I hope to see some of you in PPV Formula, and PPVFormula.com. Go check it out, and you can read about my bonuses below. Thanks for listening. Take care, and good luck on your campaigns.